You wanted the devil. Well, you got him.
Before we begin this video, I just want to say, check out my new Templar flag. It is awesome, and I got it for half off. Folks, the year 2019 is only 9 days old, and yet we already have snowflakes firing shots at each other. First, it was the left saying that Louis C.K. should be raped on Twitter simply because he tells jokes that aren't safe. I'm not really sure what jokes he. I don't really know much about Louis C.K. Other than he's friends with Sarah Silverman. And now conservatives, especially those on Fox News, are totally offended and clutching their pearls at the fact that a Democratic politician said we should impeach Trump. Oh, and she used the curse word. It's only been, we're only into day 9. It's been of 2019. It's 9 days. Barely a week old, and we're already, the snowflakes are already, it's like business as usual. Yeah. Now, okay, so this new politician, named Rashida Tlaib, I might be butchering that name. Whatever. Now she's like the first Palestinian American woman in Congress. I don't know. I don't know why people care about that. You know, identity and shit. She said this.
And when your son looks at you and says, "Mama, look, you won," bullies don't win. And I said, "Baby, they don't, because we're gonna go in there, we're gonna impeach the motherfucker."
And of course, anyone talking bad about their Lord and Master Donald Trump, Fat Donnie. What are you doing here, cat? No, get off the keyboard. Of course, and using foul language, sent them into just a spiraling, downward spiral, crying snowflake tirade. Like, check this out.
Used a profanity. She cursed out the president and called for his impeachment. I just wonder what this says about decorum in this new era of divided government and the new Congress.
Well, it shows you kind of what's on the mind of Democrats right now. They're into name calling. We even had one of the congressmen yesterday call the president Hitler. Now she's using obscene language to describe this president. Listen, if they want to come to Washington and engage in this type of nasty, ridiculous, outrageous rhetoric, instead of focusing on the issue at hand, that we have a crisis at our border, people in this country are dying, and those deaths are 100% preventable, then they're going to have a very difficult time in this town and with their constituencies.
Freshman Democratic Congresswoman making some waves, saying this about the President of the United States. Take a look.
When your son looks at you and says, "Mama, look, you won," bullies don't win. And I said, "Baby, they don't, because we're gonna go in there, we're gonna impeach them."
I've been made aware of the language that was used, I guess, yesterday by one of my colleagues, and what she said was wrong. Wrong is wrong. Many Democrats are saying we're not going to do as our colleagues on the other side did when the president used language like that. We're going to condemn it.
All right, we've got West Virginia Senator, Democrat Joe Manchin with us right now. Senator, what did you think of that language?
Oh, so disgusting. It was horrible, Neil. No one should approve of that. And I hope she doesn't talk to her son that way either. But, you know, what can you say? I can't anyway condone that. It's not how we act in West Virginia. It's not how we talk about public leaders. We might disagree with each other, but we try to get through it. We try to find a pathway forward. Where, you know, to act like that is just awful, and to speak like that is even more deplorable. I am so sorry. I want to apologize to all Americans. Any sitting congressperson, there's 535 of us there, 100 senators and 435 congresspeople. We should have better manners than that, I assure you.
I mean, that's like one of the many reasons that I, if I may paraphrase, showing it, I do not like the Fox News. They're just so whiny. So whiny. Whining about shit nobody cares about. And also, this is ironic because Fox News, they're all like decorum and manners, but they kiss the ass of one of the rudest and most undecorum and the most foul-mouthed president we've ever had, with evidence with this video.
It's going to hell. What the hell are we doing? Knock the hell out of him. My tax proposal cuts the hell out of taxes. I don't give a damn. He gets the nomination. They're going to sue his off. We'll beat the out of them. Let them beat the out of ISIS also. They're ripping the out of the sea. We're going to knock the out of ISIS. Going to knock the out of it. Whoever the hell brought this mic system, don't pay the son of a to put it in. I'll tell you. You shouldn't pay the bastard. But it's political bullshit. She said he's a and you can tell them to go themselves.
Trump said this, fuck the law. I don't give a fuck about the law. I want my fucking money.
Not going to raise that price. You understand? Listen, you
I mean, it's just awful.
And of course, Fat Donnie was asked about this, and as typical, while he didn't necessarily lie, he made a bunch of very hypocritical statements.
And if you wouldn't mind, if you could comment on the remarks made by a freshman congressperson about impeachment involving a bit of a profanity last night.
Well, you can't impeach somebody that's doing a great job. That's the way I view it. I've probably done more in the first 2 years than any president, any administration in the history of our country.
That statement was false.
One, you are horrible. And two, as seen in the clip, President Kennedy did more than you could ever done. The only good Donald Trump has done is he recognized Jerusalem as the capital of Israel. That's about it. That's it.
Go on.
The freshman congressperson's comments specifically about...
Well, I thought her comments were disgraceful. This is a person that I don't know. I assume she's new. I think she dishonored herself, and I think she dishonored her family. Using language like that in front of her son and whoever else was there, I thought that was a great dishonor to her and to her family. I thought it was highly disrespectful to the United States of America.
That statement also was false.
Oh, hypocrisy. Thy name is Fat Donnie. Of course. Because he uses foul language all the time. Remember the grab him by the pussy comment? And he's always like, listen, you motherfuckers, beat the shit. In fact, I'll show you a clip in a second. But also, you dishonored your family. When you cheated on all of your wives, each and every one, all three of them. You cheated on Melania after she had just given birth to your kid. That's pretty disgraceful. And to people in these clips and others who are asking, when did decorum die? It didn't, like, Trump didn't just kill it. He did kill it in 2016, but he didn't, like, just, it was doing fine, and then all of a sudden Trump came along. Decorum in politics had been dying for more than a decade before Trump came along. In fact, I think it was after the 2004 election. I don't remember much about 2004 other than my 5th grade art teacher said that she was voting for Kerry, and that it was very civil. Politics at the time was civil. It was after that decorum politics started just going downhill. To further explain the decline of civilian politics, I'm going to let Bill Maher from 2016 explain. Now, this is when Obama was in office.
Did it break down when we decided it was okay to say that the president was a Kenyan spy baby?
Yeah.
It didn't help. Neither did when someone shouted out, "You lie," at the State of the Union, and it's only gotten worse. A Republican senator this year called Obama a drug dealer. The governor of Maine left a voice message for one of his political opponents, calling him a socialist cocksucker. Even within the party, they do it. Alan Grayson lost a Democratic primary in Florida last month, refused to endorse the guy who beat him, and then called him a Republican. Now, come on. Call a guy a traitor or a cocksucker. Not Republican.
And then the racist shit said about Obama in 2008 and 2012, and basically all in between, both before and after. Before, during, and after. You know, the just the burning effigies, the hanging of Obama dolls, the assassination attempts against him, including Ricin, and Mitt Romney calling 47% of us commoners as moochers who want to live off the government, which isn't true. I don't want to live off the government. And then the disaster that was 2016. And I'm not just talking about, Trump winning the presidency. Not just that, just even before it was over, I knew I was saying to my friends and family, this is the worst election when it comes to how horrible people are in American history. It was dying. After 2004, let's say 2006, like it had been dying for 10 years, and Trump came along, held it, looked it in the eye, shot it in the face, and then skull fucked it. He delivered the coup de grace to decorum in politics. That is what Trump did. He didn't just come up behind it and kill it. He just finished it off. And I know that my very first video of 2019 could have been better, but one, I don't have the speaking skills of Kyle Kalinske. I don't have the money or the programs of Shoe on Head and Armor Skeptic. I make the videos with what I've got, and I just don't have the resources like Kyle Kalinske, Armor Skeptic, Shoe on Head, and others do. But hey, it's just a hypocrisy, conservatives, they're all for decorum. They expect Democrats to act with decorum and class and respect, but when Fat Donnie does all this shit, the grab him by the and all the cursing, crickets. Or so if not applauding it, if they don't applaud it, they say nothing about it. That's all I'm saying. It's just the sheer hypocrisy on the right, and just like, get over it. She used a bad word, and besides, we do need to impeach the motherfucker. Just get over it. Anyway, yeah. But I did hope everyone that had a happy new year. I'm gonna go enjoy my break from work. I don't work for a few days. And my paycheck's gonna be really good. Anyway, stay out there, stay progressive, and as always, may the force be with you all.
Stop saying that!